Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 4th episode of Symphogear AXZ. This one's titled Gold Making. I'm very much keeping with the alchemy theme, I guess, because that was the whole, in real life alchemy, it was always the pursuit of turning other elements into other elements, and particularly gold. It was lead to gold, right? That was what alchemy was mainly, focused around. I can't remember if it was lead to gold. It was something to gold. I feel like it was lead. Maybe that's probably why people thought they were actually able to do it, because they got lead poisoning and they were delusional. But anyway, yeah. So it's been a while. I apologize again, but we're gonna get into it. So I'm going to finish Symphogear before next season. I'm guaranteeing that. I will finish this, and I'm gonna do a bunch of episodes today to try and make up for that. Who knows when these are gonna get released? I don't know if I'm releasing them. I don't know what my release schedule is anymore. Screw the release schedule. I have no schedule anymore. I'm gonna record as much stuff as I can when I feel like it. At the moment, just because it's the only way I think I'm going to be able to get out, because there's a lot of shows I need to catch up on, a lot of episodes I need to watch. We'll see what ones I get to, basically. But Symphogear has to be done, World Trigger has to be done, Log Horizon has to be done. I know that. So, last time out, some interesting things with relation to our group of 3 alchemists, Sanjaman, Prelati, and Cagliostro, with their connection to Fine. Although opposed to Fine, they also seem to be fighting for the same thing in a weird sense. I don't know if that means they are also seeking to destroy the moon, as it contains the Curse of Belial, but they're trying to pick a fight with God. And that seems like the easiest way to pick a fight with God, go after the thing that he specifically did to avoid people communicating with him. I think he'd be pretty pissed at that. So unless there's another thing that God did that would be, I don't know, offensive to him, I don't know what else it would be. It seems a very obvious one, and I think last time I said it seems too obvious that it feels like that's a misdirect. Because once again, when we had that shot of Tiki, their astronomical tool, which apparently is based on a real, or at least there's a lot of references to an old analog computer or something, some interesting stuff there that I should probably read up at some point. I'll probably do it after the season's over though. Just in case any of it does become relevant to, part of, Tiki's, design or lore or backstory. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with Pacifico anymore. But, there were some very easy options to include the moon as part of their foreshadowing. They've foreshadowed the moon being involved in a bunch of stuff before. They foreshadowed a bunch of stuff like that. But they didn't do that. They just said, this is the perfect spot to pick a fight with God. And I'm going to assume, being an astronomical tool, there's probably some alignment here that they're taking into consideration. What they're trying to align to, we don't know yet. Like I said, the moon seems like an obvious one. But unless there's something else that they're attempting, I don't know. Is there a way to get to God? I don't know, is there a way we can go to God or target him directly? Probably not. I don't think... Does God exist in this universe? I know we're going quite weird with this, but if God has influence on this world, does he exist in because, okay, thinking of we're messing around with dimensions and different planes and stuff, what if we then use that to go to the dimension that God's in, and we try and target God that way? That would pick a fight with him if we had just straight up attacked him, or his domain. Are we going to heaven? What are we doing here? I don't know, how do we antagonize God? Attack him in his home turf, which I assume is heaven, which I don't know if it exists as an actual, dimension in this world, or what. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't know what they're going to do, but they're trying to align something in space up. The thing in the OP that I mentioned, is that foreshadowing as to what they're targeting? It's a piece of the frontier, I'm fairly certain, based on some of your guys' comments and stuff on Discord. It looks fairly certain that that's actually a piece of the frontier. So, I don't know if that's going to become relevant again this episode. Maybe there's something with that frontier that will be useful in doing whatever they're wanting to do. Maybe there's some power left in it, or something. Maybe some information at the very least that they want. But I feel like that might... Did they really need to show it at any point? Because I don't think we've really mentioned anything else from it except... Was there anything else related to the frontier that's been mentioned this season? I've actually forgotten now. I've actually forgotten if there was any, link to it beforehand. I don't think there was. because everything was like from Symphogear GX, right? That's when they had the insane first episode of recovering something from it. And then I don't remember it being mentioned this season. I've probably forgotten it because it's been so long. But someone will correct me on the comments in that. But I can't remember where else we've really mentioned the Frontier up until this point, for this season anyway. Because I don't think it's been relevant for any of the linker stuff, because we got to make some linker, and I think Elf9 is working on that, because we need linker, otherwise we're down half our Symphogear users, which is kind of a problem. Because at the moment it's 6v3, although, no, it's 6v4 at the moment, considering Tiki. I don't know if Tiki has combat capabilities. I'm assuming probably does in some capacity, as an auto-scorer. But is it technically 5? I don't know what's going on with Adam yet, because we've been introduced to Adam as the main villain of this, but unlike what we did with Symphogear GX, where we introduced our main antagonist pretty much immediately, Adam's kind of just there right now. He hasn't been shown. No, he got shown in a flashback scene when they were fighting Pirate Fine, which is still the best design of all time. But we haven't actually seen him. We don't know how he's influencing or what he necessarily has power in. He's obviously powerful if he's the leader over these alchemists, but beyond that we don't know much about him, and that's kind of interesting. I do hope we'll see him eventually. Obviously he's the main antagonist, but I'm curious as to what role he ends up playing, if he's just like a mastermind schemer and doesn't actually have any super good abilities of himself combat-wise. He relies on, obviously, his alchemists and auto-scorers to do that. Or if he is kind of like Carol in the fact that Carol was very much the leader, was very much in control, but also had innate powers of herself that came at a cost in the form of her burning her memories as fuel, essentially. But she still had powers of her own to speak with. I'm going to assume Adam does as well. Like, if he's the leader of the Bavarian Illuminati, he probably has some kind of power in of himself. Maybe he's the reason why they have control over Alkanoids right now. Because that's still a thing. We still got Alkanoids to deal with. I'm assuming every single season Symphogear is going to have some form of noise to deal with, because they're just the basic enemies that haven't really posed a threat since, well, even season 1, they weren't a huge threat. It just became like they got tougher and they were a bit more of a hassle to deal with, since we didn't have as many Symphogear users on our side. But since we've expanded and we've dealt with the noise now, noise are gone, it's now Alkanoids, which did pose a threat, but now we have a way of dealing with them, and I'm fairly certain the current Alkanoids can be taken out by normal human technology, correct? Is that the current version? Because I know in GX they could be taken out by normal conventional weaponry. I think this season as well these ones can. I don't remember seeing it when we were running from the noise. Excuse me. When we were first attacked by the Bavarian Illuminati, when they were trying to get Tiki out of wherever they were getting Tiki out of. I can't remember if they used their firearms to defeat any of the noise that were chasing them or not. I don't think they did. Can't remember. Anyway, that's not important. Who cares about the Alkanoids? The Alkanoids aren't really relevant. They're just basic ad enemies at the moment, unless they somehow play into whatever their plan is, but I can't imagine that being relevant. But yeah, we've got the Ignite modules back. What still kind of interests me, and I'm kind of hoping and also kind of curious if they're going to do this, is that it's very clear when they activate the Ignite module, it goes through the effort of saying Dying Slave, the relic that was used to create these modules. It opens up the possibility of another relic being used to create another module. So Ignite module Dying Slave edition, Ignite module something else edition if we ever get a hold of another relic, for example. It just seems to open up that possibility. Otherwise, I feel like it would say Ignite or something, because it's the Ignite module, but it specifically mentions the relic they use. But then again, I suppose whenever they activate the Symphogear, it also says the relic, but then again, we have multiple Symphogears. Why not have multiple Ignite modules with multiple relics, like, doing things? I don't know, just a cool idea for more longevity into the series. I don't know if they'll ever explore that, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, the other thing from last episode was we got trapped in another alternate dimension, or a different pocket of subspace. I don't know how it works. Like, I've given up trying to work it out. We'll just go with whatever Symphogear decides to tell us how their realms work. But essentially, one powerful noise, Alkanoids, creates this subspace that they all get funneled into, and the only way to get out of it is obviously to destroy the thing, but it's cloaked, you have no idea where it is. but they use the singing as kind of like a sonar thing to try and find it and destroy it, which works. Although I'm fairly certain it took the Ignite modules in order to do it, and so very limited. Again, I don't know why, because who was it with it? Was it Cagliostro and the other one? Or who was it? Does it say here who said it? Sanjaman. Sanjaman used the new Alkanoids. They had 3 of them. They used 1 to trap them, and it worked. Why not just wait for the Ignite module to go off and then fire another one? Without Ignite module, I don't think they're going to survive. Then just, you have a 3rd in case of a backup. I mean, I guess they're probably hard to find. I don't know how they're doing this. But it feels like there was an opportunity there to completely annihilate Symphogear, but didn't they say that wasn't part of the plan again? Or am I confusing that with something else? I feel like they don't want to destroy Symphogear again, because Carol didn't want to destroy Symphogear despite having the opportunity. I can't remember if these Bavarian Illuminati also want to just keep them going or not. I might be mixing the two there, but we'll see if anything jogs in the old memory when it comes to that. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else I needed to mention from last episode. There probably was, and I've completely forgotten it, but I guess we'll see. I've made already long enough an intro, so let's actually load up the episode up here and see what we can get into. So as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from my seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear here, and Log Horizon. I'm aiming to complete as much of those before the new season begins in the winter, and also before, obviously, Christmas is coming up, so I'm going to have to take a little bit of time out for that. It's not as much time this year, thankfully, so I'm not going to be busy this Christmas so much, but this New Year's I am going to be busy because I am going to be going to see my girlfriend again. Even if we lock down, I don't care. I'll travel and try and get arrested. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to listen to another lockdown at this point. I've done everything I physically can as a human being to prevent this spread. What more do you want me to do? I'm not going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs whilst my girlfriend's not going to happen. She's in my support bubble, technically, so I don't care. Anyway, yeah. So try and get as much of this done as possible, and then go back to the seasonals as well. Symphogear here, though, like I said, I'm doing a bunch of episodes today since I have time, and we're going to see how I release them. I'll maybe do multiple a week, or who knows how I'm going to end up doing them, but we're going to try and get it done by the new year. Well, not by the new year, by the next season, start-ish, regular time-ish, close, something. Words. But here on YouTube, we have to do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. On play, say episode, I say episode, we should be in sync. Watch this one on Anime Party as per usual, since they have the D-Truck sub version, which is the version I've been using since Season 2. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing in Season 5 yet. We'll go across that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, you can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning as well. That will help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into Episode 4, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Who the hell are you? Backstory time? Alchemists, I think. Father, okay. Okay. A figure you regard as a father does not think of... I see, okay. Definitely unwanted, definitely... Who is that, then? Who's white hair? It's not Chris, because Chris has a completely different backstory, but... Yeah... Mum's passed, okay. Father abandoned, never wanted. Mum ill and passed away. Wait, who are you? Is this one of our alchemists? Oh, is that? Yeah, this is Sanjaman, okay. Okay. I see, I see. Okay, OP time. So, rough childhood, very rough childhood. Abandoned by a father, mother passed. Wanting to right the wrongs of this world. Probably very personally fueled, I think. That's probably what led her to this. How she got involved with Adam, I don't know. And that's absolutely the frontier, yeah. I wonder if we'll get backstory on the other to Cagliostro and Palali? Is that the name I said? I can't remember. Her name is always the hardest to say, that third one. Cagliostro and Saint-Germain I remember, but... yeah, these lapis, heart gem things that are kind of the source of their power. I still don't like that the designs and stuff have been ruined by this OP, but what can you do? In this era of anime, this was kind of common to have, like, a lot of, like, things from the anime that, like, 12 episodes in, you'd still see them. Same thing happened with Overlord. Overlord did this a lot. Still a cool shot. Alright. Hello. Wants to see Adam, yeah. I don't know what that says. Faust robes, okay. Okay. Alright, Faust robe was one of Carol's things, wasn't it? Careful with phrasing. Careful with phrasing there. Since when did this Symphogear get so sexual? I don't remember Symphogear being this sexual, but whatever. Military convoy? What's going on here? What's going on here? Evacuations? Okay. I guess we're in Valverde, right? So. Oh, okay. Kaznari being... yeah. Family name. I see. Okay. Using Japan's lack of resources from World War II. I like how they're working World War II into this. It's kind of cool. Yeah, but that got broken. I'm assuming the cipher has obviously been upgraded. Because, like... yeah, Britain kind of cracked German codes. We kind of did that already. They're not safe here. That's an interesting take. But without the people, do you have a country? The people are the country. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Okay, we're on guard. Patrolling? Yeah. Scarecrow. Yeah. Are they? Yeah, still need the linker. No bit. Has to feel like they're doing something. Oh, hello. Who did we just bump into? Huh. Yeah, she's not leaving. Why do I feel like this is maybe... Something about this isn't quite right. I understand the old generation not wanting to move. They're like, this is my home, I ain't budging unless it kills me. Or even if it kills me, I should say, but... Why am I also kind of suspicious? Fresh podgies. Oh, hello. I guess we're protecting someone. Okay. Team Neapolitan. Okay. Why do you feel like you have a microphone effect? Baited, yep. Which isn't really a lot when you think about it. They need the gears. Yeah. The primary colours, okay. More alkanoids. Which of course raises the alarm. I mean, this is smart. You should only really send one. This could be a distraction. I don't think it is. I think she's just acting on her own, Cagliostro, just because bored, but... Hey, transformation sequence, Chris time. Hell yeah. God, transformation's always fun. Nice. Living weapon missile surfer as she's riding on a missile. Nice. Here, go. I love these lyrics. Okay. This is fucking badass. Yeah, that's the problem with running a missile. It can explode. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's a big bow. Hello. Oh. Oh. Good hit. There's more your elbow, but movies have all the sure. Nope. Being called back immediately. Faust robes, yeah. Alright. That would have worked as a good distraction, though, if they wanted it, but they obviously don't want it. Maybe they just don't know that there is something there that they need. Or maybe they did do something. Hmm. Yes. I don't blame you. I'm not a huge fan of tamales either. Hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Don't coddle it. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, what do we got out of this? It's not going well, okay. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of. We don't really have the power to do that, but. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, it's our drink. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, the other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Or alkaloids, okay. Yep. Okay. I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Right, activating ignites, okay. This feels a bit overkill. I don't think we need ignite modules for basic alkanoids. It seems a bit odd to use, but I won't complain. We get to see some of the best designs in the series, so I love these designs. Let me get to hear this song again. This is part of the plan again. Oh boy, here we go. Time to activate. Oof. Wait, how did they... Okay, we're just gonna accept the fact that they were there already. Okay. I didn't think they knew that, but... Holy shit. Holy shit. What just happened? Why is my microphone freaking out? Well then, new design time. Yep, Faust ropes. Yeah, they don't care. Holy shit. That's fucking badass. Okay. Okay. Whoa, what's special about this? There seems to be something that's quite effective. They're deactivating the Ignite modules. Holy shit. It's gonna come back. Or not, it's just gonna explode that. Well then. But yeah, the Ignite module's all disengaged. What's special about these Faust robes? Just the way they're made, okay? Pinnacle of Alchemy. Chateau, okay. So they're just leeching off of Carol's work as well. I don't think they're using it to hurt people. That's not their objective. Which means fighting God. There's a question, right? Wait, what's going on? The fuck? Is this Adam? Holy shit, it's Adam. We're gonna see Adam? Okay, well dressed. I like this. Hello? Shouldn't you be happy he's here? Okay. Okay. We're transmuting gold, okay. What is Whoa, okay. 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 We're gonna see him with activated as well. Going as much as they can, at least. Yeah. They're going as much as they can, though. They're all retreating. 10 meg. Whew. 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 This is an evacuation right now. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Whoa. Right, if you're transmuting gold, you got something out of this. What did you get out of this? Yeah, what did you get? Well then. Well then, okay. So apart from the fact that he has to go all bearing in order to do it, which is an interesting choice. I feel like Symphogear Season 4 went horny all of a sudden. Especially with how the episode kind of started. With Tiki and Kageyoshi talking. Well, Kageyoshi was always like the horny one, I guess. So I'm not surprised by that, but life's so damn cheap. That's probably because he didn't actually get anyone, even though he expected to. He thinks he's actually taken some of them. So he's turning a life into something. Is that just a bigger form of what they were doing? What the three of them were doing in episode 1? With like the president of like... Was it the president of Valverde? I can't remember. But that was the president, right? And they turned him into like energy. They said like 70,000 souls or whatever. Is that basically just a more impressive, visually looking version of what he was doing, of what they were doing? I feel like that was what that was, but as I say, if you're transmuting gold, you're turning something worthless into something valuable. So he considers that life somewhat valueless, but wanted to turn it into something that he can use. Now, what he's going to use that for, I have no idea, but... Alright then, so... We've met Adam, and within like 10 seconds of meeting him, he's gone naked, so... I'm sure some people are very happy about that fact. But yeah, what did he get out of that? What is that useful for? I'm going to assume it's similar to what they did with... what the same type of energy that they converted the president and people into in episode 1. I'm going to assume it's a similar thing to that, just like I said, more visually impressive, 10 megaton blast and stuff. Took the train as well. I don't know if it can transform train into that energy or not. I mean, if it's using human life, why not all like organic life as well? I mean, surely that has some value as well. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll see how that comes back to be useful for us. Or against us, I should say. Like, I say us in like I'm part of Adams and the Alchemist. I'm not. I'm technically should be Team Symphogear, right? I mean, you're meant to be Team Symphogear. But, yeah, I wonder what that energy is going to be used for. I still not 100% certain what they need this human energy for. I guess for fueling Tiki? In order for Tiki to do whatever Tiki's going to end up doing? Or whatever they're going to... Because Tiki's just there to, like, aim, right? If we're talking like a gun, Tiki is the sight. Tiki's there just to aim. Whatever this energy is probably going to fuel and fire whatever needs to go out. And wherever we're aiming it. I still don't know where we're aiming it. I'm assuming towards God in some fashion, but how are we shooting towards God? I don't know. Like, are we firing at the moon just to anger God? I don't know. But it seems as though there may be an avenue for reasoning between Hibiki and Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain definitely seemed like... Let me go back here real quick. Because before Adam showed up... Yeah, it was about 20 minutes in. It seemed as though Saint-Germain was genuinely open to maybe talking something there. Kageyoshi was just like, oh, let's just finish up here and get going. Like, what do we have to do? Like, come on, we're done. And then Adam showed up. And, yeah. Something tells me maybe Saint-Germain has been guided by Adam down this path. And there's a potential that Adam might end up betraying these three for his own ambition that maybe he has not fully divulged to them. And maybe Saint-Germain might end up being the one that turns. Or the one most open to maybe negotiating with Symphogear. Because she seemed like again, it seems like she definitely believes that she's trying to free mankind, whatever that means. Like, freeing mankind has many different connotations. I mean, yeah. Yeah, like, when you say freeing them like that, like, if we go down a very dark path, freeing someone like that could very much mean ending their life. Because, like, if you free them from their mortal bounds, you free them from their mortal sins, like, you free them from the pressures of the world, that could be taken as maybe a killing. Just saying, it feels like you're being a redeemer or you're being a savior to these people by letting them free of mortal realm. Yeah, that could get pretty dark rather quickly. There was a story, there was a book. I forget what it's called. It's like Ordinary Men. The Ordinary Men, was it? I can't remember. There's a book about soldiers, German soldiers in World War II that went on to commit violent atrocities. And like that sense of freeing them. Like there was a quote in that book, I think, that kind of stood out, and I had recently seen something about that, so maybe that's why it's fresh in my mind, as the idea of being freed. Maybe that's where they're going with it, I don't know. I feel like Adam has his slightly different ideals from what Saint-Germain and the other three maybe think. I feel like that might end up being a thing, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But another good episode. We finally get to see our free Faust robe designs, which is kind of interesting. Interesting designs. I like the heart, like, gems being used as, like, kind of like the symbolic, like, instead of the Symphogear, like, pendants that the our girls wear, we have these, like, gems that are incorporated, especially, like, who was it that's incorporated into her gun? Was that Cagliostro's? Well, I guess it'd be Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain has the gun there, so... Yeah. Yeah. I found it a little weird. Maybe it was just because of the pacing and the way they were pacing the episode, but it felt like the Symphogear users kind of knew that those three were there before, like they just seemed to know it instantly as soon as we knew it, which is kind of weird. Maybe they obviously saw, like, the Faust ropes go on, but it just felt like a very weird, almost like we just missed out the bit where they noticed them and, like, they had, like, the recognition bit. It just felt like we skipped that bit for some reason, but anyway. Very good episode. Excited to see where this next one goes. I'm going to go straight into recording the next one, obviously. So if you do have comments on what this one is and things that could correct, because there are some things that I probably misremembered from doing my intro and stuff, but if you have any corrections and stuff like that, I won't recognize them in the next episode, or maybe the episode even after that, because I'm recording a bunch together here at once. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ones per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for you for the episode. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see more episodes of this. There'll be more coming very, very shortly, as well as the rest of the videos that I'm going to be posting. I'm going to try and get to some of the shows that I'm obviously behind on, but who knows when and what that's going to entail. So just stay tuned on the Discord for updates on what's going to be happening. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.